This log is very... I get what it's trying to do. I do. And maybe coming from the writing style of Greg and Co. and reading that story, then jumping into this, it seems a little disjointed. But the log itself, I think it just needed a little bit more, I won't say care. That's not the right word. Just a little bit more expansion. Let me read this character's bio. Oh, because I need to RP finger him, dumbass. The bio doesn't tell us anything about the character. Okay. So this is Amon's bio. Watch, observe, contemplate. These were his only orders. The young and ambitious Kai found such a task to be utterly dull. The galaxy was so interesting, so intriguing. He desired to see it all, not just read about it. And so, at first glance, he boarded a flight to Earth, abandoning his studies and mere meditation. If it had been a planet with rich history and diverse people, it was where Amon would meet people, where he would make many friends. He desired to have many friends. Years of solitude had been torture for the young Kai. I honestly wouldn't have off that bio. If this were me, I wouldn't have off that bio at all. But I didn't off it. It was off by somebody else. Hey, not going to touch it. Not my place. But I guess that's my irk with this log is that I have no idea who this character is, right? We had to kind of piece together that he was a young Kai with red hair and he wants to make friends. That's what we got. We got a young Kai with red hair who wants to make friends. That's all that we really have to go off. And then, I mean, based off of his naivete and the way he carries himself, we're talking really young. We're talking like 10 years old young, right? That's what I got out of this. That he's an incredibly young person, and I gotta kind of say, I won't say dumb because that seems harsh, but woefully ignorant is the best way I can describe it. This character he just appears in. So here's the thing. Let me back up. Whenever you start role playing, you do not have to say, like, especially if you're an alien character, you don't have to say, like, this is me landing in my space pod, and then this is me seeing Earth for the first time, and all that. You don't have to tell us that. We kind of get it, right? The most that you can say would be, like, it's been X amount of time since they landed on Earth or landed wherever. Like, you can just give a little bit of background as to, you know, when your character got here, where they came from. Because, I mean, Earth is what I would consider like a United States. Like, it's a melting pot, right? Like, every race could be born on Earth. I have a character who is a Konatsu, born on Earth, never been to Konats. And that could be for this Kaio too. I mean, there been so much going on in our universe that not everybody is born and bred on the planet of their race. So that could be it. But I don't know. I mean, in our history, Kai are kind of regular. They're regular mortals. They're not like the Supreme Kai or, you know, Old Kai, Dai Kaio. They're not these mystic, ancient teachers who are living in the afterlife or living on, you know, whatever planet that they're on. And basically these, I wouldn't say like a step down. We always thought they were angels, but now we have actual angels. So they're not that. They're just regular beings. They're just aliens. So I don't know, like this character is just weird to me. In this log, I understand what happens to it. There is some good stuff. Like I said earlier, the part where Amon and Peter are in separate brackets, they're not going to fight each other, and then, she kills him, and so she's disqualified, he's not there, and now they have to fight one another. That I liked. I really did like that. I liked Peter later on. I really think that we could have expanded more on the fight, but I also just, I don't know, it was hard for me to wrap my head around this log and to really feel invested in it, because things just kind of exploded and happened, and then they ended, and this character is just so not a part of it. Like, they're just not there. Like, I almost want to say, like, they're not there. They are such a tourist. That's the best word. They're such a tourist to what's going on that it's hard to believe that this would be their life. It's just really, I want to say jarring, and I'm not saying jarring and then it's negative. It's just, it goes against the grain of what we know for Kaio, or maybe what I know for Kaio. In that he wants to just make friends, like didn't he make friends on Kaio say? Like, what's going on here? But I can see where this is going. I personally, from my personal opinion, I don't really like the childlike attitude on chat, because I feel like it gets old really quickly. I don't feel like it's something that can last very long, because eventually all children grow up, right? And some grow up faster than others. Like with Gohan never really had a childhood. He was forced to study, and then he was forced to save the world and fight with his dad, and he never had the, like, I just want to go hang out with my friends. And Almond is trying to have that, it seems like, or just make a friend, or I guess instead of make a friend, if it were find a guide or something, because the fish out of water trope in something like Coming to America, right? You have this African prince in New York City. That's a fish out of water. Amon's a fish out of water. It can be done, but you can't make the character dumb. And he kind of comes off as dumb here. Like, he needs to be bringing in some sort of wisdom and knowledge of their own. Maybe completely ignorant to what a fighting tournament is, but bumping into somebody and making a friend, or even better, if you want to stick with that, here's tell us why, right? So maybe where he's from, this is what you do to make friends, or this is what you do. Like, tell us why this person is so into this, because right now it just seems like they're 5 years old and on this different planet and getting the shit kicked out of them. So I don't know how I really feel. I mean, it was written well, right? Outside of the formatting, it was written well, so it's not like it's a bad log. Just for me, it's not my cup of tea. I won't say that I didn't like it. I don't know. I feel like I'm shitting all over this log, and I'm not trying to. I just think it could have been put together well, and maybe Lotus just needs more time with the character to kind of flush it out. So I would really recommend, like, role playing with someone. Maybe even get involved in the make your way to Pineapple Cove and get involved with Greg and Co. And just kind of feed off of other people and see how it feels going from there. So, good job, Lotus.